Hey guys, so today's video is about Jaclyn Hill. I spoke about her recently regarding her Morphe lipstick Forma going bankrupt situation and why it exposed a lot of lies that Jaclyn Hill's told. Jaclyn Hill, we know what Jaclyn Hill does, and the Forma bankruptcy documents just prove that. Subscribe to the like, comment for engagement, and let's get into it. So today we're talking about Koze and Jaclyn Hill stealing a cat from someone. Let's talk about that. So she still hasn't addressed Koze, which is her new Koze brand. She's selling like pajamas, blankets, slippers, socks, that kind of a thing. And she called it Koze like this. This is how it's spelled. A YouTuber called Jaclyn actually owned a brand called Koze, and there was a lot of stuff under that, not just Koze stuff. Like she basically made it her whole brand. Like she made like yoga, kind of meditation content, and she was selling like mugs and planners, and so it became like a whole brand for her, Koze. And she had to change that name because Jaclyn Hill was trademarking the name Koze for her Koze brand. Fully well knowing that this YouTuber with like 1 million followers like already has this name, just hasn't trademarked it because it was kind of difficult to do so, and not having it trademarked but being an LTD kind of in Canada gave us some protections but not in America, and then to sue Jaclyn would be way too expensive, so she just didn't go through with it, and she ended up changing and rebranding her whole brand.
Life is gonna throw you curveballs, but like you get to choose how you hit that curveball. I had big dreams for Koze. I wanted so many books, I wanted planners, I wanted to eventually move into getting goods manufactured. But the thing about starting a shop or a business, for anybody that hasn't or doesn't know, is it is a lot of upfront costs. So there was the cost of incorporations, there's the cost of lawyers, all of the paperwork. Like I'm not a paperwork person, so I just got lawyers to do all of my paperwork. There's the cost for your domain, your website. There's the cost for any kind of merchandise that you're selling, for shipping, for a lot of different things. And trademarking is something that I originally didn't do. I was very naive in the business world. Incorporating in Canada definitely gave me some protection, but not enough protection. And it's no excuse, but I naively thought that nobody would, in the same realm that I would care about, come up with the same thing. So, I mean, there is other Koze businesses out there. There's a restaurant, there is a bedding company, there's a radio station, there's a DJ. All of those things are not competitors to me. And so I figured one day I would trademark. Life went on and I just didn't. And that was definitely my mistake.
Jaclyn Hill still hasn't addressed the fact that she stole this name from another influencer, and she's still getting support from her friends like Laura and Manny on the Full Coverage podcast. They recently spoke about how this is like an amazing brand and it's so nice, but like, they don't address the fact that Jaclyn stole this from another person, which makes sense because they're friends with her, but like then just don't mention it at all because it looks bad.
Crazy thing is I love Jaclyn's brand. I think she's got a ton of fantastic products, and I think she's been killing it with her brand. I think she's put a lot of time in with her brand, a lot of photo shoots. Like that takes a lot of work. That takes a lot of work.
A lot of great products. Like she has good
But I'm going to tell you right now, my favorite thing Jaclyn's done is the jewelry.
Oh.
The jewelry.
I love that.
I think she needs to lean into that so hard because she's going somewhere with that.
Oh, I love that.
It's really
awesome.
good. It's called Jaclyn Roxanne, and Forma does not own that.
It's all her.
Yeah, that's her. And it's like great. Like her pieces, no, they're fantastic. And she's so consistent with like, it's really good. So I'm like, girl, just lean into that. Lean into it. And Koze.
When I felt your Koze blanket.
Girl, the family fights over it, and I've had about enough. Part of me is like, do y'all fight over my Koze blanket because it's your favorite or because I like it?
Both. It's both, because you know that's how it is.
Everybody fights over the Koze blanket. They love it.
But no, it's like, I mean, like, and you can see like the passion Jaclyn has behind them too. It's just so like genuine. Like she loves her baby, so it's like, it just sucks to see that happen.
It does.
But you know, when the big mama company is going down, the babies are going down too. The baby goes down. It's not like...
Yeah. Hasn't addressed that, but she recently started posting on her Instagram stories about how there's this like stray cat trying to get into her house, and she's now looking after it, but she's severely allergic to cats, and she has dogs that would bite the cat. So she keeps it outside, but it's like, clearly this cat wants to be inside because it's like begging to come inside. Taking all of that in mind, like people are criticizing the fact that she's clearly like not meant to be a cat owner, but she's like forcing herself to have this cat to like post on Instagram instead of just using her resources and finding it a home with someone who isn't allergic to cats, doesn't have dogs, and is willing to have an indoor cat. Like I don't know why Jaclyn wouldn't just give this cat to someone else. and it's just like keeping it for like Instagram content. But regardless of that, someone then started commenting everywhere that it's their cat and that like Jaclyn is not giving it back to them, and they really like want this cat back. They're missing it so much. It's microchipped and all of this stuff. And Jaclyn's getting like hate for this at this point. People are being like, oh my God, you stole someone's cat, give it back to them. And she then basically posted being like, this cat doesn't belong to this person. I went to the vets, the cat isn't even microchipped. Like clearly it's a stray cat. So she addressed that, basically being like, I will not let people lie about me. Like I needed to address this. Even though people tell me to not address drama, I needed to address this because people are lying about me. I'm gonna address both sides of this. People are clearly like piling onto Jaclyn Hill as they always do. There are some people that just love piling onto Jaclyn Hill, and like the ones that are being like, oh my God, she stole a cat from someone. Yet like this clearly is a lie. Someone just used as an opportunity to dunk on Jaclyn Hill, and that's not fun. However, her finding a stray cat and using it for content on Instagram stories when she's allergic to it, has dogs that hate the cat, and is not letting it be an indoor cat is also an issue. Like please find the resources to either give it to a shelter or find a way to rehome this cat in a good way. Because I've also recently been doing some weird educating on the side. I've never been a cat person, so I didn't really know this. I've never had any cat pets or anything. I have a dog, so I just don't really know any of this stuff. But apparently having an outdoor cat is very unethical. I just found out about this recently. If you're a cat owner, let me know. But apparently it's really bad for like smaller wild animals. There are a lot of smaller animal breeds that have gone like borderline extinct because cats are like hunting them down. And two, it's also very dangerous for cats. They end up getting hit by cars, end up, going like starving or whatever because they're like given food by humans. They don't really know. They're just hunting for like fun. They're not hunting necessarily for food a lot of the time. So apparently it's very unethical to have an outdoor cat. So it'd be much better if Jaclyn Hill just like gave this cat to someone that wants to have an indoor cat. And this is such petty drama, but it brings us to a bigger point. Back to Koze. So Jaclyn Hill has this cat situation, which in the grand scheme of things, like no one's really talking about this. Like it doesn't actually matter very much, but she's addressed it. She's like taken herself to the vet, check if there's a microchip, and then like posted about it on the internet being like, see guys, I'm not lying, I'm not a liar, like this cat is mine now, it's a stray, and like addresses that, but still refuses to address Koze. Why? Because in the case of the cat, she was right, she was in the right, this cat is a stray, she didn't steal it from anyone. So she was able to debunk that pretty easily. Now with the Koze stuff, she's not addressing that, even though she could just as easily address that and be like, hey, these are my papers, this is when I got Koze, this is when I got a trademark, I didn't steal this from anyone, yada yada yada, like if she had this plan for like years. But she can't do that because she didn't have this plan for years. She had it planned recently. She, in her announcement video, said that she was like going through different naming options so that she could think of something that wasn't already out there. And then she landed on a name that is owned by a 1 million follower like influencer. Like if she went through so much research to find a name that is original, then she would have come across Kaylin.
My new brand is called Koze. You have no idea how hard it was to name this brand. We probably went through 50 names. Everything was taken. Everything was trademarked. Oh my gosh. We even came up with words, like created words that isn't even a real word, and they were still taken and still trademarked. I was like, are you kidding me? Like everything's been thought of. It was not easy. And for this brand, I really didn't want to name it something that had my name. I didn't want to make it like Comfort by Jaclyn. Jaclyn loves Koze. Like what? I wanted it to be different from Jaclyn Roxanne and Jaclyn Cosmetics, and I wanted to prove that I don't have to use my name in order to create good product and hopefully sell incredible luxury product. This is kind of me taking a chance not using my name, which is a big deal for me because I'm just being honest, like when I use my name, it's gonna go further.
And she just chose to steal that from her, allegedly. So anyway, she's not addressing this because she knows she's in the wrong, whereas with the cat, like she's proving to us that she knows how to address stuff when she's right, and that when she's not addressing things, it's because she's in the wrong. Simple as. The Koze page also has been like inactive for about 3 months, unlike all her other businesses, such as her makeup brand and her jewelry brand. So now you're telling me that she stole this name from a fellow influencer who was like really invested in this name and like really loved her brand. So now she had to rebrand to a different name for Jaclyn to then abandon this company. Like not make use of it anyway. So it was all just like a massive waste of everyone's time and stress, mainly for Kaylin. Anyway, that's really it. I want you guys to let me know what you guys think about the Koze situation, the cat situation. This is such petty drama and I love it. Subscribe to the bell, comment for engagement, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.